This is the last one.
This is the last one indeed.
Okay.
The last book in the Who Would Win Fiercest Feuds, 5 books in 1, by Jerry Pelota, illustrated by Rob Bolster, and published by Scholastic Books. So who would win? Falcon versus Hawk.
Finals.
What would happen if a falcon met up with a hawk? What if they had a fight? Who do you think would win? Hello, falcons. Falcons, hawks, owls, kites, and eagles are raptors. Raptors are animals that kill other animals to eat them. There are several species of falcons: an Amur falcon, a peregrine falcon, a griff falcon, a Barbary falcon, black falcon, prairie falcon, and gray falcon. Wing fact: birds have 2 wings. Fact: all birds have feathers.
I need to read out the different species of falcons.
Okay. You want to point out the different species?
This is the Amur falcon. Peregrine falcon. What is this?
Griff falcon,
Gray falcon.
Barbary falcon,
Barbary falcon.
black falcon,
Black falcon.
gray.
This is gray falcon. And this is prairie falcon.
Falcons are also called birds of prey. They catch their dinner, they eat meat. Hello, hawks. Hawks are also raptors and birds of prey. Some birds eat seeds, some birds eat fruit. Hawks eat meat. Here are several kinds of hawks: red-tailed hawk, gosher hawk, Cooper's hawk, Harris's hawk, common black hawk, zone-tailed hawk, and osprey. Name fact: buzzards, harriers, and kites are also hawks. Fact: an osprey is also called a sea hawk. Meet the falcon. Here is the peregrine falcon. Scientific name: Falco peregrinus. Fastest animal on Earth. This bird is built for speed. It can dive at more than 200 miles per hour. It is the fastest animal on Earth when diving. A cheetah can run 70 miles an hour. A sailfish can swim up to 90 miles an hour. The fastest Olympic sprinters can run 27 miles an hour. Meet the hawk. Here is the red-tailed hawk. Scientific name: Buteo jamaicensis. To see a red-tailed hawk, look high in bare branches along the road. Red-tailed hawks want to be able to see in all directions. They are constantly looking around to avoid predators and to catch prey. When hawks see an animal on the ground, they swoop down to catch it with their talons. Definition: talon is a long, sharp, curved claw. People do not have talons. Air. Falcons look for birds to capture and eat. The peregrine falcon attacks in the air at high speeds, beak first, and then catches prey with its claws. The peregrine falcon eats various prey, including smaller, slower, and weaker birds. Group fact: a group of birds is called a flock. Fact: the home of a bird is called a nest. Falcons build simple nests called a scrape. A falcon often builds a nest in a crevice high on a cliff. Ground. Hawks attack from the air to the ground feet first. They grab and stab their prey with their long, sharp talons. Home fact: a red-tailed hawk usually builds its nest high in the crown of a tree. Hawks look for mice, rats, voles, moles, frogs, lizards, and other small animals to eat. Benny, do you want to come point out the prey?
This is a mole. This is a vole. This is the frog. This is the lizard. This is the snake. This is the mouse. This is the rat. And this is the rat. And this is the rabbit.
Largest. The largest living bird is the common ostrich. It stands up 9 feet tall but is flightless. Food fact: people eat ostrich. The meat looks like and tastes like beef. The largest extinct bird is the elephant bird. Scientists believe it stood up to 10 feet tall and weighed up to 1,000 pounds. The tallest extinct bird is the moa. It stood up to 12 feet tall. Definition: extinct means that a species is no longer alive. Elephant bird and moa. The largest flying seabird is the wandering albatross. Its 12-foot wingspan is longer than any living flying bird. Smallest. The smallest living bird is the bee hummingbird. It's the size of a large bee. This is the bee hummingbird. A common ostrich egg, chicken egg, bee hummingbird egg, actual sizes. Egg fact: the smallest bird has the smallest egg. It is smaller than a single coffee bean. How wings work. How? The shape of an airplane wings and the shape of a bird's wings are similar. Air flows over the top of the wing faster than it flows across the bottom. This creates lift. Lift allows planes and birds to take flight. Sea fact: penguins are birds that do not fly in the sky, but if you watch them swim in the ocean, they seem to fly underwater. Fact: Wilbur and Orville Wright studied birds and bird wing structure before designing the first airplane. Another way to create lift is to adjust the front wing upward. This causes drag on the back end. Speed fact: birds also flap their wings to increase speed and lift. The whale fact: the side fins of a humpback whale are shaped like birds' wings. Hawk, humpback whale, not to scale. Eyes. Falcons have excellent eyesight. Like most birds of prey, they have better vision than a human being. Did you know a falcon cannot move its eyes? Falcons can see tiny animals from about a mile away. In the sky, a falcon can see other birds before they can see it. Eyes. Hawks also have great eyesight. Hawks see animals on the ground that humans could never see without binoculars. Idiom: eye like a hawk is an expression for having excellent vision. Did you know a hawk also can't move its eyes the way that we do? A hawk moves its entire head to follow what it wants to see. Beak. The peregrine falcon's greatest weapons are its speed and its beak. Its beak is pointed and sharp, but also has a tooth-shaped edge. Sharp fact: a falcon's hooked beak is used to rip flesh. Did you know you can identify what bird eats by the shape of its beak? Bonus fact: some birds have special beaks for cracking seeds, sipping nectar, and catching insects. Bill. Red-tailed hawks have a sharp beak that is designed to tear and rip skin and meat. Definition: a bill is another word for a beak. Fact: all birds have beaks. Design fact: other birds have beaks for chiseling trees and catching fish and straining water. Talons. A peregrine falcon's talon can be almost an inch long. Toe fact: most birds have 4 toes on each foot, 3 in the front and 1 in the back. Dino fact: a T-Rex also had 3 toes in the front and 1 toe in the back. Actual size: a U.S. quarter and a peregrine falcon's claw. Feet. This is what it looks like when its feet are tucked during flight. Feet. A red-tailed hawk can measure up to talon can measure 1.3 inches long. Bonus fact: the Audubon Society is dedicated to protecting birds and bird habitats. Fact: a swift is a bird that has 4 toes that point forward. Actual size: red-tailed hawk talon. Susan B. Anthony Dollar. Would you like to have talons instead of toenails?
Okay, wait. This is the talon. This is the U.S. quarter. This is the back tucked. This is the talon. This is the corner. The what?
Susan B. Anthony Dollar.
Susan B. Anthony Dollar.
Speed. A peregrine falcon flies up to 60 miles per hour, but it can dive more than 200 miles per hour. The peregrine falcon can dive up to 0.62 miles in the air. .62 miles is 3,273 feet. Hunt from the air, 200 miles per hour. Diving Peregrine Falcon. Empire State Building is 1,454 feet. Statue of Liberty is only 305 feet. Definition: when a falcon is flying downward at high speeds, it's called stooping. Dinner. Pigeon. Quickness. A red-tailed hawk can fly 20 to 40 miles an hour, but it can reach speeds of 120 miles an hour when it's diving for food. Hunt from the air, red-tailed hawk diving. Sporting fact: falconry is the sport of training hawks and falcons to hunt in cooperation with a person. There's dinner on the ground. Red-tailed hawks can spot a mouse from 100 feet away. Tail. An arrow. An arrow, an airplane, and a jet can't fly without a tail. A falcon needs its tail to fly. The tail holds steady or stabilizes its flight. Arrow tail. Speed, and this is for turning and stopping. The falcon can also move its tail to turn and twirl. Okay, but after I finish this, we're going upstairs, okay? Tail. A tail. The red-tailed hawk also has a tail. Its tail movement helps the hawk turn left, right, dive, and rise. An airplane tail does the same thing. Falcon wings. A falcon's wings are thin and slender. They are built for maximum speed. Goofy fact: a peregrine falcon is sometimes called a duck hawk. Definition: an ornithologist is a scientist that studies birds. Falcon weight, female and male. An adult female peregrine falcon weighs about 3.3 pounds, whereas a male weighs only 2.2 pounds, so the female is larger. Hawk wings. The red-tailed hawk has wide wings. Benny, can you think of another animal where the female is bigger than the male? I'll give you a clue. It has big teeth, and they fall out a lot.
Shark, great white shark.
Great white shark.
And killer whale.
Killer whale, the male's bigger. Great white shark, the female's bigger.
Oh, what?
Okay. The red-tailed hawk has wide wings. Its broad wings help it maneuver through the trees and grab mice, squirrels, frogs, and other animals. Hawks have shorter, wider wings than falcons. Bonus name fact: red-tailed hawks are sometimes called roadside hawks. Hawk weight: female, male. An adult female red-tailed hawk weighs up to 3.2 pounds. A male weighs 2.8 pounds. As with falcons, the female is bigger than the male. Famous falcons. We shouldn't be surprised that the U.S. military has named one of its best fighter jets after a falcon. It attacks from the air like a bird. It can also quickly change its speed and direction. The F-16 Fighting Falcon. There are sports teams named after falcons. The NFL team has the Atlanta Falcons. Falcon postage stamp. Famous hawks. There are also sports teams named after hawks. The NFL has a team called the Seattle Seahawks. The NBA has a team called the Atlanta Hawks. Red-tailed hawk on a postage stamp. The U.S. military has a helicopter called the Black Hawk. It is named after a Native American chief.
Can I tell you
Black
something?
Hawk helicopter, yeah.
I'm going to take over the book. Can read the Who Has the Advantage, and then you all can read the back, and then we'll go upstairs, okay?
You want to read the Who Has the Advantage? Okay. The red-tailed hawk is sitting at the top of a dead tree, looking for mice. Its position is called a perch. The bigger hawk does not see the smaller falcon 1,000 feet above her. The red-tailed hawk starts to fly. It is concentrating on looking for food. Maybe there's a tasty baby squirrel down there somewhere. The red-tailed hawk never looks up. The peregrine falcon sets its eyes on the hawk. It has laser focus. It gets into the stoop position. The falcon is flying like a rocket. The hawk doesn't know what hit it. Wham! The falcon slices the hawk and breaks one of its wings. The hawk tries to correct its flight. The falcon makes another dive. It's a direct hit. Wham again. The red-tailed hawk is falling uncontrollably. It won't recover. It crashes to the ground, badly wounded. After a brief fight on the ground, the falcon eats the hawk and brings home meat to its hungry chicks waiting in the nest.
So, who has the advantage? If you have red, Komodo dragon vs. King Cobra, tarantula and scorpion, whale vs. giant squid, hyena vs. honey badger, and falcon vs. hawk, you have read all of them into Who Would Win First and Furious 5 books in one. So, you can choose the advantage. Who has the advantage checklist? Komodo dragon, king cobra. Size, Komodo dragon. Weight, Komodo dragon. Teeth, king cobra. Venom, king cobra. Skull, Komodo dragon. Tongue, king cobra. Sneaks, king cobra. A new author's note. This is one way the competition might have ended. By our own editors think of a new version of the. How would you like the ending? Who has the advantage? Checklist. Tarantula, scorpion. Tarantula, scorpion. Size, tarantula. Home, tarantula. Claws, scorpion. Stinger, scorpion. Fangs, tarantula. Hunting skills, scorpion. Author's note. This is one way the fight might have ended. How would you like the ending? Who has the advantage? Checklist. Length, sperm whale. Weight, sperm whale. Breathing holes, sperm whale. Eyes, giant squid. Teeth, sperm whale. Weapons, giant squid. Speed, sperm whale. Author's note. This is one way the fight might have ended. How would you like the ending? Who has the advantage? Checklist. Hyena, honey badger. Attacks, honey badger. Claws. Wait, no, hyena. Claws, hyena. Wait, honey badger. Fur, hyena. Size, hyena. Speeds, hyena. Teeth, hyena. Weapons, hyena. Finals. Who has the advantage? Checklist. Falcon, hawk. Speed, falcon. Eyesight, falcon. Wings, diving, falcon. Tails, hawk. Weight, hawk. Beak, falcon. Antiques, falcon. Wait, no. Yeah, falcon. Antiques, falcon. Who would win? Who do you think would win? Who would win? Falcon vs. Hawk by J. Pelona and a stream by Rob Moster Scholastic. Who would win? Walrus vs. Elephant 2 by J. Pelona and a stream by Rob Moster Scholastic. Who would win? Wolverine vs. Tasmanian Devil by J. Pelona and a stream by Rob Moster Scholastic. Who would win? Rhino vs. Hippo by J. Pelona and a stream by Rob Moster Scholastic. Who would win? Alligator vs. Python by J. Pelona and a stream by Rob Moster Scholastic. Who would win? Triceratops vs. Spinosaurus by J. Pelona and a stream by Rob Moster Scholastic. Who would win? Hyena vs. Honey Badger by J. Pelona and a stream by Rob Moster Scholastic. Who would win? Battle Royale, 5 books in 1 by J. Pelona, illustrated by Rob Moster Scholastic. Who would win? Ultimate Showdown, 5 books in 1 by J. Pelona, illustrated by Rob Moster Scholastic. Dada, take over. I need you to read this, and then the back and this.
Find out who comes out on top by reading more of these animal matchups.
Scholastic.
Scholastic.com.
Say who would win fuses. I can read this, that part. Dun dun! Who would win fuses fuse? Purple. This is all purple. Now.
Okay, the back of the book. What would happen if a falcon and a hawk met in a battle? What if a whale and a giant squid fought it out? Who is stronger, a Komodo dragon or a king cobra? In a head-to-head matchup, who has the advantage? Who do you think would win? Learn 5 books in 1. Learn what makes these creatures fierce competitors in this awesome collection of animal tournaments.
Who would win? Komodo dragon vs. king cobra by J. Pelona, illustrated by Rob Moster Scholastic. Who would win? Tarantula vs. Scorpion by J. Pelona, illustrated by Rob Moster Scholastic. Who would win Hanging of Us Honey Badger by J. Pelona, illustrated by Ramos to Scholastic? Who would win Falcon vs. Hunt by J. Pelona, illustrated by Ramos to Scholastic? This is the Komodo Dragon vs. King Cobra. This is the Tarantula vs. Scorpion. This is the Whale vs. Giant Squid. This is the Hyena vs. Honey Badger. This is the Falcon vs. Hawk. Who would win Battle Royale 5 books in one by J. Pelona, illustrated by Ramos to Scholastic? Who would win Extreme Emerald Rumble by J. Pelona, illustrated by Ramos to Scholastic? 5 books in one. Take off.
Is there more?
Did you read this?
Yeah.
Then read this.
Scholastic, scholastic.com, appeals to 1st through 3rd graders, reading level grade 3. The end.
The end.